Alright, baby, let's go. Come on. Papa, don't fail me now. Come on. We landed and tilted, baby. Let's go. God. Damn it. Damn it. Even in my dreams, I can't win. Nah, whatever. That must have been a hallucination. No. This cannot be real. Nope. I'm just hearing things. That can't be what I obviously think it already can't. No. Come on. No. Come on. I thought we left this back in 2017. Come on, man. No, we can't do this. No. Don't do it. Don't. Oh, yeah, okay, great. Yep, that's right. It was all just a dream. That's right. Just a really bad... come on! Stop, please! Stop! Please stop the fucking scream! Drama PS4. Come on, Jimmy. Come on, Crimson Assassin. There has to be a way. There has to be a way to get this stupid mother fucking screaming out of my head. Come on, think. Damn it. I see. It's the only way. Alright. Fine. I'll beat this anime once and for all. We can finally lay this chapter of the whatever this is to rest. I will review you. Perfect comeback review, I guess. After God knows fucking how long I haven't done a video for YouTube. This will be it. The comeback among comebacks. I will review Clover. Damn it. Enjoy the review! Hello people of YouTube, 'tis I once more, the Crimson Assassin, here today to give you guys my long-awaited, anticipated return to anime reviewing. I am back once more, people of YouTube, refreshed and ready to watch more anime, because that's what I do for all of you. Okay, so people of YouTube, I thought to myself, as punishment for neglecting you guys for over a month or two, I have decided to torture myself by watching 2017's greatest shonen cliche hybrid of all time, Black Clover. Today, people of YouTube, we're gonna finally sit down and review the anime Black Clover. Can you shut up, please? I might as well hurry up and finish this review, or else that will haunt me to forever, just forever. Anyway, let's begin the review, shall we? How do I start every other Crimson Assassin anime review? By discussing, of course, the story. And the story is fairly simple to explain, people of YouTube, so please bear with me, because I'm very rusty, so please forgive me as I try to explain the story of Black Clover. So, here we go. So the story of Black Clover basically takes place in a land where basically 99.9% of the population has a quirk. I mean, can use magic. Magic is basically everything in the society, as not only it determines your status, but also it determines your way of life, and how you use it determines, you know, your social status, your living in life. And basically magic is key, as not only magic is key when the sense of battling and fighting and guilds and what have you. Basically, it's like a medieval setting or whatever. And so, in this world, you follow two, more like one, main lead. His name is Asta. And Asta is a young boy who lives in the northern village known as Hodge, with him and his best friend / rival, Yuno, as both of them have the same goal and admiration to become king of the pirates. I mean, to become the Wizard King. So, these two boys set out, and they become magic knights. And through being magic knights, can one day is getting a step closer to one day establishing their dreams of becoming the Wizard King. But the thing about Yuno and Asta is that Asta is a young boy who has no magic and whatsoever, and Yuno is basically this perfectionist, when basically nothing is wrong with him whatsoever, and he's basically the typical kind of rival that you would see in every shonen anime, blah blah blah. So basically, it's these two guys, and them trying to become King of the Pirates, I mean, the Wizard King. So they set off to join the Fairy Tale Guild, and yada yada yada. The list continues. This must be the 15th time I'm recording this, doing this segment, so there you have it. Alright then, people of YouTube. That's the story of Black Clover. So anyway, people of YouTube, my initial impressions on Black Clover, by the way, I've done multiple videos about Black Clover in the past. I've done one where I discussed it at length in another video. If you want to see that, a link will probably be in the description of this video. And also, it was one of my 12 Days of Anime choices where Asta keeps yelling so much, and his yelling and screaming became so many memes, and his screaming became like a little bit of synonymous in my channel. So I felt like it was necessary. Like, I feel like, at some point I may really need to sit down and watch Black Clover. And plus, since I haven't done an anime review in so long, I feel like I had to torture myself somehow to pay myself back for not, seeing you guys more often, because I fucking miss all of y'all. So, that being said, now, just a fair warning, people of YouTube, as I'm only going to be reviewing the first 51 episodes of Black Clover. And here's why. Because Black Clover is actually an ongoing anime series, and the anime is still going on. So my thoughts and opinions of Black Clover is from episodes 1 through 51. And yes, I sat through and watched all 51 animes. And by the way, in English dub, we'll talk about the dub in just a second. So without any further ado, what are my true thoughts of Black Clover? Well, people of YouTube, is it the worst shonen anime ever? No. No, it's not. It's not the worst, okay? I do believe that there have been animes out there that have, done the things Black Clover did, and probably as a worse offense than what Black Clover did. However, I do believe that Black Clover is not as bad as what people actually initially say it is. It's actually a fairly enjoyable shonen, and if you actually look at it and enjoy it for what it is, it's actually not a bad anime. In fact, there's a lot of ideas and a lot of things that Black Clover actually has, but it doesn't execute very well. I mean, in a lot of scenes, it fails the mark. Sometimes you're watching a scene and it just and like you feel like, yeah, there's something there. Like there's something, it had that shonen charm, but like it's not there because it's a bit too cliche, but in a kind of almost good way, because it doesn't try anything new. It's just an anime where basically you would expect it to be. That's what Black Clover really is. It's just everything you know about shonen thrown into a blender, nothing really changes or nothing new. But if you actually take it for face value, it's not that bad. It's actually fairly entertaining, you know. And again, despite the cluttered story and the weak characters, there were a lot of high moments, and I am about to talk about some praise about Black Clover because, you know, I did enjoy some of the few things about it. So I think the first thing we'll go off of is, as of course typically, let's go off with the next thing. Of course, the animation. The animation, people of YouTube, is fickly in Black Clover. What I mean by that is Black Clover's animation, it's good, but when it wants to be good. Like, there are some pretty cool shots and some pretty cool action scenes here and there throughout the anime, but there's just, like, a few really ugly scenes. Like, there's this one fight that happens at the beginning of, like, towards the beginning of the anime, where they're fighting this diamond CGI ugly-looking monster. It just looks ugly. Like, if you look at it, it's just, but then, like, it would cut to, like, a really cool-looking scene the next, and, like, it's just weird. Like, it's good, but when it wants to be good. You feel me? It's not god-awful, but just the CG in general. Just anything with the CGI. The CGI looked fucking garbage. Like, it looked like shit. And hell, even some of the backgrounds looked fucking disgusting in some scenes. And the character designs, there's nothing kind of unique about them. They're kind of just bland, cookie-cut copy-paste character design. They don't really look any different from any other anime. I mean, it's a decent, sure, but, like, and the character design is nothing to really kind of write home about. It's kind of blah. But trust me, people of YouTube, when I say that the animation, when it wants to be good, it's pretty damn good, because there are a few action scenes that look really fucking cool. It's just the CG scenes. The CG just looks absolutely hideous. Like, just look at that thing. So let's talk about some of the high moments that I really liked about the show. One of the high moments I really liked about Black Clover was this one arc towards the beginning, and the last arc, like the last few episodes that I watched. Those two arcs were the really, really good arcs. Okay, the first arc that I'm talking about is the arc where, by the way, I'm going to go into minor spoilers, so, you know, I'll put, like, a link, so, like, you don't have to hear any spoilers from me. So, this is a spoiler warning, you know, just cut ahead. So, the first arc I really like is the arc that features all the captains, and, like, when they're getting invaded for the first time, like, Asta goes to the banquet or whatever, and you get to meet the other captains of the Magic Knight squad, and then you meet Frigolion, who is honestly my favorite captain, and plus I like his squad's name. It's called the Crimson Lions, huh? The Crimson Lion, huh? Black Clover being reviewed by the Crimson Assassin, and it features the Crimson Lions. Oh my god. Like, I thought that was fucking pretty awesome, and, you know, I kind of chuckled. It's like this anime knew that I was going to watch it eventually. Regardless, though, so, that whole arc, really good, well-paced, and just, like, he was a really cool, character, in my opinion. Frigolion, really fucking cool character. I liked him. He's honestly my favorite captain, because just what he does. Well, he does. And hell, some of the other, like, how they introduce some of the other captains, too, like, I kind of enjoyed some of them. I don't really enjoy, the silver-haired dude, the guy with the weird ponytail, you know, that guy. He's just kind of typical Captain Royal-esque type dictator-looking motherfucker, or whatever. But, yeah, that entire arc was really cool. And the second arc was the arc going to the going down to the underwater sea temple. That was a really cool arc, only because I like the last fight scene. That fight scene was really fucking good, and it was, again, well paced. And I think that's another thing I liked about Black Clover, the pacing. The pacing was really freaking cool. Like, sometimes it would start very slow, but even when they're doing such like a mundane thing, the pacing is so fast that like they're doing just like any typical kind of normal thing, but then the thing becomes a big disaster towards the end, and you're just like, what the hell? Like, how did we go from this to this? Like it gets crazy. Like, sometimes when like how the pacing works, the pacing is so fucking quick, and I like that. I kind of like that because that kind of adds to the charm. The fact that it's slowly but surely giving us like Black Clover is a very cliche anime. However, I feel like it's self-aware that that they already know that it's a cliche anime, and the pacing is a prime example, because since you already know everything that's gonna happen, the pacing kind of moves everything along very quickly, because you already know what's going to happen. So why keep dragging our feet when we can just keep going and going and going and going? And honestly, like, it's really cool. And the pacing was really cool. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Sometimes it kind of felt too fast in some scenes, but other times it felt right. So honestly, the pacing was not bad. Not bad pacing. Really good pacing. And the last thing I'll probably say about the pros is that, and plus we'll also get into the characters in a second. I really like the first opening. I love that first opening theme. It's really catchy, really cool, and I wouldn't have it any other way. That was a really catchy opening. However, I feel like this opening should not have been for this anime, because this opening is too good to be in Black Clover. I'm sorry, like it's that damn good. The characters. Some of the characters I really truly enjoy, and there are a few characters in Black Clover I got a few kicks out of. One of my favorite characters in Black Clover is definitely Yami, the captain of the Black Bulls. He's just an overall fucking OP son of a bitch dude, but I fucking love him. Every time I see him on the screen, I feel like he's just an overall just lovable dude. Like he seems very threatening, but deep down he's actually a really cool dude. And I liked his somewhat relationship with Asta. I think it's actually really cool. I do kind of feel like a boss mentor kind of relationship between him and Asta. And honestly, I like that he actually gives Asta a chance. And to be honest, I feel like he does not regret that decision, because really Asta. Now, Asta's okay. As much as I like Yami, I would at the end truly do say I think I did like Asta in a lot of ways. I did like his overall never give up attitude, and honestly, like, you can, and like, it kind of shows throughout the anime Asta's influence on the other guildmates, because that's actually another thing I liked about the last arc that I really liked. The fact that Asta kind of rubs off on the other Black Bull mates, and they're honestly really cool. But anyway, I did like Asta. Asta's a really, he's a really cool character. To be honest, he kind of rubbed off on me too, because his never give up attitude is way too cliche and boring, and he is very overpowered, but I mean, it's kind of like that good kind of overpowered. Like, I don't know. Like, just overall, I liked him. I liked him a lot. Too bad he's just very cliche and boring and generic. And she's too shonen. In fact, you can literally say about all the characters. The whole cast is very shonen. Like, all the characters are what you would typically expect in a shonen action anime. And I'm right on the money, because they really are. I would say the last thing that I would say before we get into the cons is I like the English dub. If you're gonna watch Black Clover, watch it in English dub. The English dub is not that bad. I like the cast. Go look up the cast, because I never actually I didn't look them up, but I know Chris Sabat is in there, and Colleen Clinkenbeard is there. She voices a captain. Chris Sabat voices Yami, which is awesome. I know Ian Sinclair. I don't know if he was Magna. Also, Magna was another really cool character. I like this character development. I can't touch on this character because that would bring up spoilers, but whatever. So, but Magna, you a cool dude. I like Magna. But the English dub, fantastic. The English dub is really good. And now, you might be thinking to yourself, I'm talking way too many high praise about Black Clover. Well, unfortunately, people, I do have a lot of issues with Black Clover. And that's basically for the same fact of what everyone else is saying about it. Black Clover is a very fucking boring, generic, cliche shonen. Sure, there were a lot of things I liked about it, but other than that, like, no matter how you piece it, no matter how you look at it, it's still a generic shonen, borrowing all heavy elements from various other animes and slapping together. Prime examples would be Naruto, Fairy Tail, Bleach, and One Piece. Because those four animes, you know, in a blender, became Black Clover, and to be honest, it really is. There's boring. There are also very boring action scenes. Also, like there were a lot of again going back to the animation, saying that the animation is good when it wants to be good, but when it doesn't want to be good, it's more like 80% of the anime. So it's very ugly. Some of the action was very ugly. And kind of boring too, because it's literally Asta swinging a sword, or I'm just using your magic, and oh, what's this? You reflect my magic, Asta. Oh, Asta wins, kinda. It's just the same thing over and over and over and over, and it's very repetitive, and it's just your everyday average shonen just put in together. Again, I like the pacing of the anime, but that doesn't excuse the fact of how cluttered and just a fucking overall shit show. Like I can see where a lot of the scene, like a lot of Black Clover was going to, but I really can't put it into words. Like it's just, you have to watch it for yourself to understand what I'm going through in a lot of situations. But overall, I'm making this video way too long. But overall, people of YouTube, I like Black Clover. I feel like there were a few things that were there, but that was that needed to be there. I really hope that the anime will continue to impress me. But 51 episodes in, people of YouTube, and I'm still gonna probably watch it because I started it, so I might as well see it through the end. And overall, Black Clover is not a bad shonen, but it's not the greatest. Honestly, it's a 3 out of 5 for me. Black Clover, I enjoyed a lot of things about it, but overall, 3 out of 5. Oof. Anyway, people of YouTube, this video is gonna be a fucking nightmare to upload because of just how much shit I had to say about the anime. But other than that, people of YouTube, I hope to come back in full swing. I really need to bunker down and get to work. I do have another video planned. I have been watching newer animes from this season, so I want to see if I can do like a short collaborative video of my thoughts on some of the animes I saw that I'm going to see in fall 2019. We'll see. We'll see about that. So yeah, so other than that, people of YouTube, I'm going to wrap this video up. Tis I once more, the Crimson Assassin. Till then, peace, YouTube.